Hey, hello, my friends. Hope everybody is well today. I am Paul Apollonia. I've been selling on eBay, which feels like a lifetime, probably 20 years. Took it seriously probably about 19 years ago, and been taking it ever since there. Been full time, part time, back and forth, but it's all good here. I'm going to show you about 5 things I've sold. These are not bolos. Be on the lookout for. These are just oddity things I sell normally. I do a lot of consignment. We have since moved down to Florida, so my consignment business is kind of right now. I'm trying to build that back up. We're in a great little development with a lot of older people. I'm one of those older people too that have already expressed interest in me selling some of their stuff. Before I forget, 1,307 subscribers. Thank you so much to all you guys and gals that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. Hope you're getting value from the channel. I'm doing my best to get you some valuable videos here. But please subscribe to my channel, like the video, check out all the stuff I got below in the description. Been on a lot of podcasts. There's some affiliate links, which means I make a little bit of money if you click on something like List Perfectly, which is a great program. It basically, you create your listings in List Perfectly, and you can propel them out to different platforms. eBay, Etsy, there's tons of platforms you can propel them at, and you get a discount if you click on that List Perfectly link. There's also My Reseller Genie is in there. There's a bunch of other ones in there. They're all great companies. I don't just do any like, oh, wow, let me do an affiliate link for this one, that one. I do affiliate links for companies I believe in and that I personally know the owners or the management or whatever of each company. So back to why we're here. Beautiful day, a little warm out here. I'm going to show you about 5 things. I'm going to give you a little background on some of the items, I hope. And don't forget, I also run the it used to be called the Raleigh eBay Meetup Group, and now it's called the Inglewood, Florida Raleigh eBay Meetup Group. We meet via Zoom, second Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. till 5. Attendance has been pretty slow lately. Of course, I had to cancel a meeting last month because of the Hurricane Milton, but other than that, it's been kind of slow trying to get it back together again. I'm hoping we get a few members joining us next Thursday, second Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. That link is down there too. So thank you so much for all those members that have hung in there, the Raleigh members. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get this going. Enough of me babbling along here. There's my channel, obviously. First item we got here is what the heck is this thing? I have no idea what this was. Quick story. If you're going to do consignment, even if you're not going to do consignment, make friends, colleagues, whatever, with home organizers. There's a lot of business out there. These people, don't forget, they go in to sometimes crazy situations, hoarding situations, and whatever, and they help people organize their home, which means there's a lot of opportunity for stuff to be thrown away, given to thrift stores, and that's where you come in. You can either do it through consignment with the owner of the property, or you could come in and buy it all or whatever you want to do, but they're a huge resource for items. I personally like consignment because you're not paying anything for the item, but that's just me. A lot of people like thrifting. My theory is there is time spent on every item, whether you're doing consignment, thrifting, whatever, you're spending time either up front once you get the item or afterwards. So real quick, this is some kind of audio modular unbalanced thing. This is a great deal. Let me tell you, unfortunately, I moved and I lost contact with this wonderful home organizer who used to get me a lot of business. And here's all the pictures. These are all done on my phone. Nothing. I do find a sell similar on my phone, and then I upload the pictures from my phone, and usually go to my computer and finish it because I like a big screen. But anymore, the app on eBay is you can do everything on it now, which is great. But so this organizer called me up. This is back in December 2023. And she said, get over here now. Get over here as fast as you can. I've got a client I'm working with. I'm only here for 1.5 days. And he has a ton of audio equipment. And I went, okay, great. Went up there about an hour later, and he had a ton of audio equipment in the bonus room above the garage. whatever you want to call it, reel-to-reel tape players, direct drive turntable, an old Apple computer. Some of the stuff worked, some of the stuff I don't know. I just sold it as parts not working or untested. And I did very, very well. I made a couple $1,000s on that deal. And I still have a few items left that are not selling really well. This was one of them. Back to this. Getting a little sidetracked here. Sorry. I don't know what this is. I looked it up on the Google. I think I did a Google Lens, which you can upload that program onto your phone. And it's pretty simple. Somehow Google picked that up when I said Google and it started recording on my phone. But I did that and I got the information. Then I looked for self-similars. I had two of them out there for $59. The guy, $58.99. The guy bought both of them and he was happy with them. What did I make on this? If it was consignment, I do a 50-50 split no matter what the item sells for. I used to do a tiered system, 50% up to $100 and then less if it's over $100. But I found myself spending more time with items that are over $100. Most people don't have a problem with that. One thing neat about consignment is sometimes people will say after a month or so, just keep everything, don't worry about it. Sometimes you lose contact with the person for many reasons. They may have passed on, unfortunately. They just may have just moved, dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know, but that's happened quite a few times with me. I try and keep my stuff in my store for too long, to be honest with you, during consignment. I need to set limits on that. So I did 58 times 2, and I did free shipping. I normally don't do free shipping, but it was a very light item. It went, I almost said first class. I don't have that anymore. It went UPS. It went post office ground. And I think I only paid maybe $7 to ship both these out. All right, let's go on to the next one. Oh, I'm sorry. Title is usually I try and follow eBay's best practices title, no special characters. Although you see a dash is in there, but I think that's okay. Um, and I do, it was an open box, new old stock. I'm assuming this guy told, unfortunately, this gentleman passed away while I was still up in Raleigh. But he told me everything was working, the best of his knowledge. So I sold it as working. So I guess it was working just fine. I rarely ever do free shipping, but I did it on these low weight items and size was small. I normally do economy shipping. That gives me every option eBay offers. If you were to do post office priority, you technically would have to send it out post office priority. Like I said, economy gives me all of it, and I usually charge a flat rate for shipping. What do you do if you make money on shipping? I keep it. Now, if it's an extreme amount of money I'm making on shipping and the buyer goes, that's a lot of money for shipping, I will refund them some of it. But most of the time I keep it. What if you need to chip in money for shipping or not charge enough for shipping? What do? I just eat that. That's where the extra money comes in that I make. I used to years ago contact the buyer going, I undercharge for shipping. And sometimes I used to give you money. But I don't do that anymore. It's kind of tacky. What else? Description is pretty basic. New old stock, which means new. It's an old item, never been used, I'm assuming. In stored in climate controlled area, which it was. And this is basically my bare bones description I put in there. I copy and paste the title, put a description. Item specifics are very important. They play a key part in when you're searching on eBay on the left, I guess, whatever the left is on this thing, where you see all the things you're clicking on. Those boxes are based on item specifics. Do not put in. Whoop, there's an N. Oh, no, I thought I had an NA. That's RDL. I need to wipe my eyes out, I guess. But do not use NA. Do not use any. Just leave it blank if it doesn't pertain to you. Don't put any NA or N dash slash A or whatever in there. That may throw the searches off. But so that would be it. All right. So now the rest of the listeners go a lot quicker since I gave you a nut guy. I did a video on these a while ago. I actually sold two more of these, a different style of these whatever the heck these are again, these reel-to-reel hubs. There was a different style, $83. I think I got 100 and some dollars for the ones I just sold last week or week before. The person was very happy with these. I did have another set, but I listed it, and when I listed it, I noticed there was a crack in this. I was like, dang. So I took the listing down, and I have one of those left. I haven't listed it yet, but it will sell just single. I'll probably get about $45. These are, I would say a bolo, be on the lookout for, but where the heck are you going to find these at? Just keep your eyes out for any reel-to-reel tapes, even used reel-to-reel tapes that people have recorded on, people buy. A lot of times they listen to them, and there's commercials, old commercials on there. People may have recorded even old VHS tapes that are pre-recorded with shows. They may want the old commercials that are on there. But just keep an eye out for these. I don't know where you're going to find them, but just there's a rabbit out there walking around. Okay, like what the heck is that thing? Okay, I do a lot of parting out of dishwashers. There is a link in the description. Kind of ignore it because it's not on Teachable anymore. I think it may be still on Teachable. I forget, but I do have a course on how to part out a dishwasher. It's pretty in depth. It's about 2.5 hours. Each video is about 20 minutes long. There's a really long video about 45 minutes. I'll show you how to look up the item, how to set it up, and stuff like that. But it's a really, really in-depth course, very easy to do. There's a lot of money in parts. Not a lot of money in this part though, but hey, whatever. It was in the dishwasher. I pulled it, I took it out. It was just pull it out and sell it. It went free shipping. I did not make a lot of money on this. Probably made after shipping maybe nine, excuse the noise, it's a road in my backyard. Um, Maybe probably made about $9, maybe $10 on this item. This stuff does sell. Sometimes it's what they call a long tail sale, where you're going to have it in your store or you're going to have it out on eBay or wherever you're selling for a long time to sell. I'm trying to get away from long tail sales, to be honest with you. I really am prepping myself to treat inventory like the enemy because we moved from a 3,000 square foot house down to a 1,800 square foot house, and things are a little tight here. So that's what I'm trying to do. In the not to keep on pushing the parts course, but I show you how to look up all these part numbers, which are really important for searches people are doing, because this basket will fit many, 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 many Bosch dishwashers. Like I said, didn't make a lot of money on that free shipping again because I look at what are the solds? Are the solds free shipping? Most of them are. All right, I'll do free shipping, but most of the time I do not. These are not that one reel to reel hub thing was a good sale. These are not great sales here, but I figured I'd show you real world stuff. I did charge for shipping $8.99. I think it cost me about $8.25 to ship this. Went into a 6 by 4 by 4 box and went post office ground. This was a used. This is used. Yes, used. I have so many different parts that you know. I had a lot of connectors in Raleigh, and I kind of lost all those when we moved. But it's okay. I'll build it back up again. Um, so here's a part. It's a part to a washer, an LG washer inlet. I do have a new one that hasn't sold. I don't know why these used ones sell more than new ones. I've got the new ones almost priced the same as the used ones. I don't know, but all different angles, showing all different angles. What else? I usually have the model number tag of the washer, dryer, dishwasher as the last photo, but I do not here, so makes me a liar. Like I said, didn't make much money on this. Probably since I charged shipping, I probably made $17 on this. Was this part hard to remove? No. Was it hard to get to? Possibly. I had to take the the control panel off the top of the washer, and it's sitting right there. And there's a couple thousand screws you take off. You unscrew the hoses, and it pops out. How do I know if it worked or not? Because when the person gave me the washer and dryer, I get a lot of stuff for free on Craigslist and Facebook, and people who used to know me up in Raleigh and they'd give me tons of stuff. They said there was something wrong with the control board. It wasn't doing, so I assumed this was working just fine. Our last item, with my babbling on and on, I have sold 3 or 4. Says 2 more available. Oh no, this is an older listing, so I've got 1 more available. If that, um, used to do small engine repair. I was parting out mowers, blowers, and everything else after small engine repair kind of flaked out because we're such a throwout society. And I sold a bunch of these. Didn't make a lot of money on these. Did I charge shipping on these? Yeah, there you go. 624. They went into an little eBay padded envelope, sealed it up, went out post office ground. Did make a little bit of money on this. Probably made about $13 maybe. I think it went out a little less than the 624. Probably went out at 615. Ooh, so enough to almost buy nothing. So same thing, model number, part number in there. Put anything, it's an Echo. It also fits the Shinawa, whatever it is, blowers. It fits a bunch of other blowers. I had one issue selling these. I had the wrong part number in there on one of them. Someone bought one and they say, it just doesn't fit. I'm going, what do you mean it doesn't fit? And he showed me, and he was right. So I think I had him return, or I just refunded them. A lot of times, if people like want to return, I'll just refund them instead of dealing with everything like that. But that is it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to check out everything below, and remember, there's some affiliate links. I don't make a whole lot of money on those, maybe enough to not even buy a cup of coffee every month, but it's just a little bit of something that helps me out. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.